everyone, and welcome. Scientists all around the world are working hard to solve a big challenge, finding a cure for HIV. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. It's a virus, a tiny attacker that gets into your body and goes after a special kind of white blood cell. These cells are called CD4 plus T cells, and they're like soldiers in your immune system, helping your body fight off infections. But HIV has a sneaky trick. It doesn't just attack, it hides. Once it gets into the CD4 plus T cells, it can go quiet. It enters a resting or latent state, which means it's still there, but it's not making any new viruses. When this happens, the virus becomes very difficult to find. This hidden virus creates what scientists are calling a reservoir. And here's a big problem. Neither your immune system or today's medicine can remove this hidden reservoir. That's what makes curing HIV so difficult. Right now, the main way to treat HIV is with daily medication called ART, which stands for antiretroviral therapy. ART is amazing. It stops the active virus, the virus that's awake, from making more copies of itself. Because of ART, millions of people living with HIV are able to stay healthy and live full and active lives. But the catch is that ART doesn't do anything to the virus that's asleep. The virus hiding inside the cells just stays there. If a person stops taking ART, the virus can wake up, become active again, and start causing damage. That's why it's important that people take ART every single day for life. So, how can we get rid of the hidden HIV? One idea is called shock and kill. First, shock part wakes up the virus hiding in the cells. Then, the kill part helps the immune system or medicine find and destroy those infected cells. To wake the virus, scientists use special drugs called LRASs, or latency reversal agents. But many latency reversal agents don't work out well. Some only wake up a little bit of the virus. Others bother too many healthy cells, which can be risky. That's why scientists are looking for a much safer and stronger way to wake up the viruses without hurting the rest of the body. That's where new science comes in, using mRNA and LNPs, which are lipid nanoparticles. You may have heard about mRNA from COVID-19 vaccines. mRNA is a tiny recipe. It tells your cells how to make a certain protein. But mRNA is soft and easy to break. It also can't get into cells by itself. So scientists wrap it in a tiny fat bubble called LNP. LNPs are little delivery trucks. They protect the mRNA and help carry it into your cells where the messages can be read. Now, this mRNA and LNP team is being used to fight even bigger problems, such as HIV. Here's where things got tricky. While mRNA and LNPs work great in many cells, they don't work well in resting CD4 plus T cells, the very cells where HIV hides. These cells are tough to work with. Scientists say that they're hard to transfect, which means it's hard to get things like mRNA inside of them. Regular LNPs couldn't do it. They either bounced off the cells or got stuck before delivering the message. So even though we had the right tools, we couldn't get them in the right place, at least not yet. Now comes the breakthrough. Scientists at the Peter Doherty Institute in Melbourne made a new kind of LNP. They called it LNP X. And guess what? It worked. LNP X could deliver mRNA right into the resting CD4 plus T cells, even without waking them up. Once they had LNP X, the scientists tested it in a lab. In one test, they used it to send in mRNA with instructions to make a protein called TAT. TAT is a protein that HIV makes to help copy itself. So, when the cell made TAT, it woke up the hidden virus, and it had worked really well. This TAT LNP-X was even stronger than other powerful treatments scientists had used before. It woke up the virus, but it didn't wake up the whole T cell, which is great because we only want to target the virus, not the whole immune system. The scientists also saw a big increase in different kinds of HIV RNA. Some of it even came out into the liquid around the cells, showing the virus was fully awake. But after 5 days, they couldn't see less HIV DNA yet. That means the virus was still active, but not gone. Still, this was a big win in the shock step of the cure. In another test, the scientists tried a different method called CRISPR activation, or CRISPR-A. You might have heard of CRISPR. It's a special tool that can change DNA. But this time, they didn't use it to cut DNA. They used it to turn on parts of HIV virus that was asleep. They sent in mRNA instructions for parts of the CRISPR-A tool and a tiny helper called gRNA. This helper showed the tool where to go, right to the HIV's on switch called LTR. LTR stands for Long Terminal Repeat. You can think of it as a power button. Once inside the cell, the tool found the switch and turned the virus back on. This method didn't wake up the virus as strongly as the TAT approach, but it was very exact. It only turned on the HIV virus. It didn't bother the rest of the cell. This shows LNP X can carry even tricky tools like CRISPR and still do it safely and carefully. So, why is this such a big deal? The biggest news is LNP X. Before this, scientists didn't think you could get mRNA into resting CD4 plus T cells very well, but LNP X proved them wrong. And this isn't just about HIV. It could also help treat other diseases that affect immune cells, like cancer or autoimmune illnesses. The scientists were amazed, and they said they'd never seen anything work this well to help wake up hidden HIV. This study is a big step towards curing HIV. It shows that mRNA and LNP X can wake up the virus that's been hiding inside the cells. That's the shock part in shock and kill. But we still need to kill parts to remove the infected cells. That might mean using other medicines or helping the immune system finish the job. Right now, this research is still in the lab stage, using donated cells. Next, they'll need to test it in animals and later in people. It'll take time, but it gives us real hope. For the first time, we may have a tool to unlock HIV's hiding place, bringing us closer to a cure. Thanks so much for watching and learning with us so far. If you liked this video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to help a great cause, please check out Pet Them USA. They help children in India get a good education, especially in places where school and learning tools are harder to find. Your support can help grow future scientists, teachers, and leaders.